Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Five. It is a Friday episode of 5 Minutes with Phil. How you doing? I pray that your week has gone well, but here we are now. We're entering into the weekend, and what better way than to take a look at God's Word together? I want to take you to the New Testament today, where Paul in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, Paul is talking about kind of a struggle that he has faced in his kind of personal relationship with God. And I think it's one that a lot of us can relate to. And I have good news for you today. There is an answer. But first of all, let's take a look at what Paul had to say. You ready? 2 Corinthians chapter 12, starting in verse 7, going to verse 10. Therefore, in order to keep me from becoming conceited, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan to torment me. 3 times, catch this, 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take it away from me. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. And that is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. So Paul is having some real gut-level honesty as he's writing this letter to this church, and he talks about having this thorn in his flesh, this something, some people would say someone, but something that was so troubling to him and so bothersome to him that he made it a point to ask God to take it away. In fact, Paul says here that not only did he pray that it would go away, that God would take it away, but he actually prayed 3 times. And God did not answer his prayer the way that he wanted. How do you react when you pray a prayer to God and you get the answer that you weren't looking for? I think that is an obstacle that a lot of followers of Jesus have to really work at overcoming, is trying to navigate that road of trusting in God, but also you're feeling some heat, you're feeling some difficulty, you're feeling a crisis, and what you're asking for is not crazy or sinful at all. It's good motives. It just, but the Lord has a different plan. Paul begged for it to be taken away. God said, my grace for you is sufficient. My power is made perfect in your weakness, Paul. And I think the Lord's response to all of us today, when we're in similar circumstances, is to remember that the grace of God is sufficient to get us through the day. That the grace of God is there to carry us, to strengthen us, to be with us. And that's all I need. God's grace is all I need. Did you know that when you woke up today, God knew how much of his grace you would need to get through the day? And tomorrow, you might need more of his grace. Maybe not as much. But here's the deal. God knows exactly what you need from him every single day to get through the day. And his grace is all we need. And I want to encourage somebody here today that if you're struggling with not receiving the answer to your prayer like you would like to receive, please know this, that God knows the ceiling, and God will give you everything you need to get through tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And that's why Paul said that he could delight in his hardships because when he was feeling weak, he was actually strong in the Lord. And that's good news for us today. All right. I pray that blesses you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Please know we love you. Lord willing, we'll see you again next time, okay? You take care. Bye-bye.